Welcome to the latest episode of Jake in the Wood. That is Jake. I am the Wood.
Episode 5.
Yeah, he's the talent. I'm the guy wearing the paper mask that he made for me.
I put a lot of work into that.
It was beautiful, as well as the sign behind us. But anyways, welcome again. Sorry for the hiatus, but we are back. We got a full show of 9 minutes to talk about today. So let's start off with the NBA Finals.
We got
NBA playoffs. I'm sorry.
Playoffs. We got Game 7s, people. The greatest word in sports.
Oh my God.
We got the Milwaukee Bucks sitting at home getting their feet rubbed. And every other series is going to Game 7. Kevin Durant is hurt. Will not be playing against Houston the rest of the way. I hate the Rockets. So I'm a person who prefers dominance in sports. It brings eyes to the television set, whether you like that team or you don't. Whether it's the Patriots, whether it's Golden State, whether it's Alabama.
You're wrong.
It brings eyes to TV because you either hate or you love. But the 76ers and the Toronto Raptors are going to Game 7 this weekend. And my good friend Wood here would like to discuss Philadelphia.
So the only two eyes that I really are concerned about are the ones behind this paper mask. And I like to watch good basketball. Milwaukee is for real, but there's new villains for me. They're not even that new. I have really hated the Philadelphia 76ers for quite a long time. Apparently my son in the background hates them too.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is why I hate them. I don't like tanking teams. The whole process is contrary to sports. You play the game to win. That's what you do. So tanking for a decade is not a process. What it does is it builds losing cultures, and then you get Joel Embiid and Simmons who think they arrived. They think they're a good, like they're this great basketball team. They've done nothing. They may make it to the Eastern Conference Finals for the very first time. Embiid is hurt most of the time. Simmons is so overrated. They should call him Ball. His last name should be Ball because he's so overrated.
Wow.
No, seriously, the guy can't shoot beyond the foul line, and most days he can't even shoot from the foul line. So the 76ers, they're the team I love to hate. They're terrible, and I hope they lose every game. I will say that I'm glad the Celtics have lost because I hate every Boston team. And yeah, it's true.
Man's on fire over here.
Yeah, but so that's where it stands from here. Hopefully Milwaukee, like to see them do their thing. Houston,
I hate Houston.
I know you do.
Nobody travels like James Harden.
James Harden travels. He flops. I know. I like D'Antoni though. Thought he got a raw deal from the Knicks.
And the Suns.
And the Suns. He's an innovator. I like his coaching.
Innovator. He was ahead of his time, like Don Nelson, like many coaches. I don't want to get too much into it. I disagree with your stance on Philadelphia because I would rather suck to become good than be where a team like Charlotte is, who's always trying to be 9, 8, 7 seed and never doing anything other than that. But okay,
when you're Philadelphia, come on. Anyway.
we've got a crowd. We've got a fan club.
Yeah, so we're here at the Jake in the Wood International
Studios.
Headquarters Studios, also known as my office. So, but anyways, we had some other things that we wanted to talk about. SU sports is obviously one of our big topics. Typically,
noon tomorrow, Loyola.
And moving on, yes, tomorrow against Loyola. We'll see how that goes.
You know, we're not what we were, but you know,
Dude, have you ever met John Desko?
I've never met John Desko.
Dude has a giant melon. Might be the nicest guy in the world, but his head is humongous.
He's got a huge head.
So,
get your head out of the way.
Moving on, let's talk. It's kind of the off season on a lot of sports aside from the NBA.
Yeah, we wanted to discuss our favorite sports movies of all time.
All time.
Top 8.
Okay.
And I was going to start this off.
How about you get your 8?
But you go ahead and continue. Hold the microphone.
Okay. So I'm gonna lead off with number 8 for myself. That would be Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby.
Oh God.
I've watched more NASCAR in that movie than I think I have from years before. So yeah, that's my number 8. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Great movie.
NASCAR is not a sport. It's not a competition if you're sitting down for the whole time. But I digress. Going on to my list, I obviously have semi-pro. We got props, people.
Obviously. For those who did not get the jersey that he's wearing from the movie.
Those of you who know will. Those of you who are wise. 2008 semi-pro. Love Me Sexy is actually one of the few songs I have on my phone from semi-pro.
Okay.
ELE, everybody love everybody.
Moving along. Waterboy. Are you kidding me? It's a classic.
Good one.
Yeah.
It is a classic.
With that, Bobby Boucher. Football from the devil.
Mama said.
It's a great movie.
It's a classic.
It is.
Completely underrated. And yeah. That's
Next.
a great one. Yeah, we really didn't discuss this because I kind of wanted to riff off each other's films. For me, number 6, 1977's Slapshot.
Ooh.
If you have not seen Slapshot, part of it was filmed here in Syracuse, which makes it better. Paul Newman's fantastic. It has aged with time. Some of the relationship parts of the film kind of, are kind of boring and take away from the movie, but the Hanson brothers. I mean, once you meet the Hanson brothers...
Didn't they sing Bop?
No, they did not.
Oh,
they did not.
Okay.
Wrong guys. But they did beat the crap out of a lot of people in the film, which is absolutely fantastic.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to get a little serious here. $1 Million Baby.
Ooh,
$1 Million
wow.
Baby was for real. That was, a serious... So, $1 Million Baby, serious movie... I think it won an Academy Award.
I think it won a lot of awards. Very depressing at the end.
Yeah, I mean, death by biting your tongue off.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Smashing your head off the stool.
Yeah. Okay. Moving along. Yours.
Moving along. My next on my list is Warrior. If you haven't heard of Warrior, Tom Hardy. It's a MMA movie. If you like MMA or you don't, Nick Nolte's fantastic in the movie. I mean, everybody's fantastic in the movie. It's very underrated. A lot of people haven't heard of it. If you haven't, go see it.
Okay. Next one is a movie that...
The
next movie that I love is something that's come out recently. I think it's hilarious. Uncle Drew. Love Uncle Drew. Thought it was hilarious. Shaq, pass the ball, Kobe. I love it. How about you, the Youngbloods?
Uncle Drew is a great movie. I've recently watched that with Dylan over Christmas break, and we probably watched it like 3 times because I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. It is fantastic. Definitely go watch Uncle Drew if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Everybody's great. There are characters in that movie where the makeup is so good, you're just like, that was who?
I didn't like Kyrie Irving until that movie. Now I want him to join the Knicks.
I'll just say there are actors... well, not actors, NBA basketball players in that movie where you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe that was him. So, okay.
Yours next. You're up next.
I'm next. My number 2 is Jerry Maguire.
Oh, come on.
Sorry, bro, but...
You're such a sissy.
1996, man. That is... hey, football's in that movie, and it's so quotable. I mean, show me the money.
You're still looking for
20
it.
years later, we're still yelling, show me the money.
Who's yelling, show me the money? Nobody's yelling, show me the money.
Hey, Cuba Gooding Jr. won an award. Cameron Crowe directed that movie. And where'd that go? He also directed Pearl Jam 20. So,
Okay.
Cameron Crowe.
All right. And my final one, there's a lot of them here, but I'm going to have to go with Hoosiers. Hoosiers is a classic. You can pop it in. 200 years from now, you can watch that movie and it will still be a good movie.
It's about Indiana.
Basketball. It's about basketball. He measures the court. It was the best. It was great. Other notables.
61.
Caddyshack.
Yeah, of course, Caddyshack.
No, 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 no.
If you've never seen the movie 61, it's about
And
the New York Yankees, and it's directed by Billy Crystal, and it's a fantastic movie. My number one movie is Field of Dreams, people.
oh, that's a classic.
It's just nominated for Best Picture. Ray Liotta is Shoeless Joe. It was originally going to be a documentary about the White Sox, the 1917 White Sox. But for me,
Black Sox Scandal.
James Earl Jones, when wardrobe, the wardrobe department of this movie went to my grandfather's closet and pulled out his suspenders and his hat. And my grandfather, when James Earl Jones stands up to give that speech, like, baseball marks the time, Ray. You know, people will come, Ray. I see and hear my grandfather in that. So that's why it's such a personal movie to me. That's why it's my number one movie. And if my grandfather knew I was comparing him to a black man, he'd roll over in his grave.
No.
But that movie is just, it always makes me, the suspenders and the hat always makes me think about
in the bookshelf behind me, I have an autographed copy of James Earl Jones's autobiography.
Wow.
Yeah, and one of my friends
Terrence
gave it. Yeah, one of my friends gave it to me and tells this great story that he asked him about that movie, and James Earl Jones responded with one line, "I hate baseball." So James Earl Jones doesn't even like baseball.
Yeah, that just right there makes me think of my grandfather. The part where he kicks the part where he kicks him out of the apartment and he says, "Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here." That's my grandfather. I can just hear my grandfather's voice. So those are our favorite sports movie. What are yours? Comment below. Let us know. And
I'm gonna give a shout out for my amazing wife. Her favorite sports movie she wanted me to mention is The Sandlot.
Sandlot's also another classic.
Yes, but you're right. Comment below. Friend us on Facebook. Follow us. Watch the channel on YouTube.
Tell us we're dicks for not mentioning one Rocky movie, which are on the list. But
all right, hasta luego.
We'll see you again
Until
soon.
next time.